Hey everyone, I'm Felicia Kashabiroff, an ICF certified relationship coach, master celebrant, and founder of Tend Task. Today, I want to talk to you about something that might be getting lost in your 2025 wedding planning process, the ceremony itself. Long after your guests forget what they ate or what color your napkins were, they'll remember how they felt during your ceremony. More importantly, the intentionality you bring to this sacred moment can set the tone for your entire marriage. As both a relationship coach and celebrant, I'm passionate about helping couples create ceremonies that are not just beautiful, but meaningful foundations for lasting partnership. Let's start with a gentle reminder. Your wedding ceremony is the heart of your wedding day. Everything else, the reception, the dance party, the cake cutting, that's all the celebration that follows. In my experience working with couples, I've noticed that with all of the excitement around planning reception details, the ceremony sometimes receives less attention in the planning process. Many couples find themselves naturally drawn to planning tangible elements like decor and menu options, which sometimes means less time for deeper conversations about the ceremony itself. This isn't a criticism, just an observation. Think about it this way. Your ceremony is the foundation upon which your wedding day and marriage is built. It's the moment you articulate your intentions, make promises, and legally become partners. Everything that follows is a celebration of that commitment. In 2025, we're seeing a beautiful shift as more couples recognize that a thoughtfully crafted ceremony creates a meaningful experience, not just for them, but for everyone present. When guests witness an authentic ceremony that genuinely reflects the couple, it transforms the entire wedding experience from simply being spectators at a party to participants in a significant life transition. So, as you continue on your planning journey, I invite you to carve out dedicated time for your ceremony design. What do you want to feel during your ceremony? What values do you want to express? What do you want your guests to experience? These questions lay the groundwork for everything that follows. Now, let's talk about one of the most crucial wedding planning decisions, choosing who will actually marry you. This person will guide the most significant moments of your day, yet many couples spend more time choosing their photographer than their officiant. If you're considering a professional officiant or celebrant, here's what to look for in 2025. First, interview multiple options. Just as you wouldn't book your venue without seeing it, don't select an officiant without a conversation. Chemistry matters. This person will stand with you during an intimate moment. Second, ask about their ceremony development process. How do they get to know you? Do they offer customization or use a standard template? The best officiants have a structured process for learning about your relationship and values. Third, ask about their style and approach. While each wedding is unique, understanding how they craft ceremonies gives you insight into whether they'll be a good fit for your vision. Some officiants take on a comedic vibe or act as an MC. Others take a more heartfelt approach. How do you want to feel? How do you want your guests to feel? Fourth, discuss your specific ceremony needs and ask how they would approach them. Whether that's blending cultural traditions, incorporating family, or creating an atmosphere that feels authentic to your relationship. Finally, inquire about their overall support offerings. Can your officiant help you work through challenging relationship issues that can arise during the planning process? Are they potentially a relationship resource after the wedding? Are you looking for a more substantial and long-lasting relationship that can support your marriage beyond the ceremony? Now, what if you're having a friend or family member officiate? This has become increasingly popular in 2025, but it requires careful planning. Number one, make sure they're legally able to perform your ceremony. Requirements vary by location, and online ordinations aren't recognized everywhere. Double check your local regulations. This is not where you want last-minute surprises. Be clear about expectations. Do you want them to write the entire ceremony, or will you collaborate? Are you comfortable with them adding personal touches, or do you prefer approval over every word? Setting boundaries early prevents misunderstandings. Provide resources. Don't assume they know how to create a meaningful ceremony just because they know you well. Share guides, books like this one, or even connect them with a professional celebrant like me who offers officiant coaching to help them develop their skills and can review the ceremony plan to make sure that nothing important has been left out. Schedule rehearsal time. Amateur officiants need more practice, not less. Make sure your friend or family officiant knows when to move during crucial moments in the ceremony so that your photographer can capture the two of you, and how to transition from one part of the ceremony to another. Plan for at least 2 run-throughs before the wedding day. And finally, create a backup plan. Have printed copies of the ceremony for everyone involved, and consider having someone else familiar with the ceremony who could step in if needed. Whether you choose a professional or personal connection, remember that your officiant sets the tone for your entire ceremony. Choose someone who understands the significance of their role. Once you've selected your officiant, it's time to create a ceremony that genuinely represents your relationship. This is where the magic happens, where your wedding becomes uniquely yours rather than a replicated tradition. Start with a values conversation. Before discussing specific elements, have a conversation about what marriage means to each of you. What values do you want at the center of your relationship? What aspects of commitment are most meaningful? This conversation becomes the foundation for every ceremony decision. Many couples find it valuable to have a relationship expert help guide them through these deeper conversations, as it can reveal insights and alignments they might not discover on their own. Now consider structure. A well-crafted ceremony has a natural flow, beginning with welcome and context, moving through readings or rituals that build emotional resonance, culminating in vows and pronouncements, and concluding with a celebratory exit. Within this framework, you have endless opportunities for personalization. In 2025, we're seeing couples move beyond Pinterest-perfect ceremonies to create experiences with personal significance. Here are approachable ways to infuse meaning. Start by incorporating your origin story. A brief narrative of your relationship journey helps guests connect with your unique bond and sets context for your commitment to each other. Next, think about selecting readings that resonate, not just those that are traditionally wedding appropriate. This might be poetry, literature, song lyrics, or philosophical texts that reflect your values and perspective on partnership. Then consider cultural and family traditions, either honoring them authentically or thoughtfully reimagining them for your relationship. The most meaningful ceremonies often blend traditional elements with contemporary relevance. A good officiant can be invaluable here, helping you navigate how to honor important traditions while also modernizing them to reflect you both as a couple. And finally, involve others intentionally, whether through readings, musical performances, or collective responses. Thoughtful participation creates community investment in your ceremony. Remember that meaningful doesn't have to mean complicated. Some of the most powerful ceremonies can be elegantly simple, but deeply authentic to the couple. Let's talk about specific ceremony elements that couples often overlook, but that make a tremendous difference in the experience. Your processional deserves thoughtful planning. This isn't just about who walks when, but about creating an intentional transition from individual lives to united partnership. Consider how you want to enter this sacred moment. Some couples are choosing to walk together in 2025, symbolizing their equal entry into marriage. Others are preserving traditional walking patterns, but reimagining what they symbolize. Whatever you choose, make it meaningful rather than merely conventional. Vow placement also matters. Traditional vows come near the end of the ceremony, but some couples are placing them earlier so that they can fully absorb this pivotal moment without the anticipation of the conclusion. Discuss with your officiant about the emotional arc of your ceremony and where vows best fit. Consider a moment of centering. Wedding days are whirlwinds of activity, and many couples report feeling they barely remember their ceremony because of adrenaline and emotion. Building in a brief meditation, a musical interlude, or even just 3 collective breaths creates space for presence. And don't underestimate transition moments. How you enter, how you exit, how you move from one ceremonial element to another, these transitions create the rhythm of your ceremony. Thoughtful planning here prevents awkward pauses or confusion. Unity rituals deserve special attention. In 2025, couples are moving beyond candles and sand to create meaningful symbolism that extends into their marriage. Time capsule rituals where you seal letters or objects to open on a future anniversary, planting rituals with soil from places meaningful to each of you, hand fasting with cords embroidered with your values or promises, custom rituals that reflect shared passions or cultural heritage. There's no limit to what you can create. A professional officiant has training and experience in helping you create something uniquely yours. The most powerful unity moments aren't just visually appealing, they create a practice you can revisit throughout your marriage at significant moments. Finally, let's talk about practical preparation to ensure your ceremony unfolds beautifully. Consider your ceremony space thoughtfully. Visit at the same time of day as your wedding to check lighting conditions. Test sound amplification. Can everyone hear you clearly from every seat? Plan seating that creates intimacy rather than distance. Make sure to create a detailed timeline that includes buffer time. Ceremonies often start late, which creates stress and rushing. Plan to start seating guests 30 minutes before your ceremony time and build in a cushion for unexpected delays. Don't forget to prepare for weather and physical comfort. In 2025, climate uncertainty means every outdoor ceremony needs a solid backup plan. Even for indoor ceremonies, consider temperature, seating comfort, and accessibility for all guests. Now, you need to plan a thorough rehearsal. This isn't just about walking and standing positions, it's a chance to familiarize everyone with the emotional flow of your ceremony. Include time to practice any unity rituals, readings, or special elements. On your wedding day, eat something substantial before your ceremony. Low blood sugar does not enhance emotional presence. Build in quiet time before the ceremony to center yourselves. Have water available for you and your wedding party. Bring tissues for happy tears. Give your officiant a copy of your vows as backup. And remember to make eye contact with each other rather than focusing solely on your officiant. Most importantly, prepare to be present. Many couples report their ceremony feeling like a blur. Practice mindfulness in the weeks before your wedding so you can fully experience this sacred moment when it arrives. Your wedding ceremony isn't just one part of your day. It's the heart of your entire celebration and the foundation of your marriage. By investing thoughtful energy into this moment, you create not only a memorable experience for everyone present, but also a meaningful beginning to your marriage journey. If you'd like support in creating a ceremony that truly reflects your relationship, I invite you to learn more about my I Do Differently program, where I combine relationship coaching with meaningful ceremony creation. As both a coach and celebrant, I help couples build strong foundations while planning authentic celebrations. Thank you for watching, and remember, when you invest in a thoughtful ceremony, you're not just planning a beautiful moment, you're establishing the foundation for a beautiful marriage.